Sit hot. Week 7. It is for us Oklahomans, us Okies. It is Texas Hate Week. It is Tuck Fexus, horns down. We have a good slate of football. Before we go into Week 7, let's just go ahead and jump into Week 6. What are your thoughts about Week 6? Let's just go ahead and
kind of tackle the storylines. The UCLA upset was crazy. I don't think anyone, even UCLA fans, wouldn't have called that one. It was a crazy game.
Watched that live too.
We did. The UCLA offensive coordinator that was promoted, he had like 2 games to game plan the entire game. He was also a quarterback at UCLA, back in 2017 or something like that. And he got carried off the field after a big win against Texas. Mm-hmm. And then
carried off the field.
Yeah,
against Penn State.
Penn State, which is
full circle.
It's really dope. That's what makes college football so special. But Penn State, I mean, we want to talk about Clemson or Texas fraud alert. They were, preseason number 2 in the country.
You mentioned Texas. Texas loses to Florida at Florida, which Texas was my lock. I hate to admit that, but we'll get into that. But yeah, Texas and Penn State, both.
Yeah, and it was
frauds? Question mark?
Definitely frauds. It was kind of a questionable slate last week going into it. There wasn't crazy marquee games, but those 2 games, those 2 upsets, low-key kind of saved the week. I think those were 2 crazy upsets, especially the Penn State one. That one is as crazy as it gets. That UCLA was 0-4 going into that. They just fired their coach. Penn State was coming off a tough loss against Oregon, and that was the result that happened.
Yeah. And I saw something where they kind of pointed out, it was like, is the AP poll lying to us? Because Texas and Penn State were both ranked top 10 last week, and now they're out of the rankings. Mm-hmm. And so it just shows, were they really top 10 last week? Or should they still be ranked? Because if you had them that high in top 10 after the week before, and then now all of a sudden they're just out of the seeding, while there's other teams that with 2 losses in the top 25. It's just, I don't know. The AP poll just sometimes doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I have beef with the AP poll, to be honest, because it's 500 voters and I saw one of the voters go on some big college football podcast. She was some girl that clearly had no idea what the fuck she was talking about or what she was watching when it comes to college football. There was 3 top 5 preseason AP poll teams that all ended up right now are looking like frauds. Clemson, Texas, and Penn State. The AP poll has kind of always been a joke, but I feel like it's starting to become kind of serious because they kind of influence the first college football rankings, and they kind of influence the college football playoff committee, the way that they rank games, just based off the AP. And most college football fans know that the AP is they really don't know what they're talking about. The rankings really don't mean anything until midway through the season. But yeah, the AP they missed on 3 of the top 5 teams, and it shows.
Yeah, looking at it now, Florida State's 3-2. They're top 25 still. Are they better than Penn State, Texas?
Probably not, but the Penn State being out of the rankings makes total sense. You lost to a 0-4 UCLA that didn't have a single lead going into that game.
Yeah.
And Texas, they really haven't looked all that special the entire year. So it kind of makes sense that way. But also, you had these teams ranked so high before the season to where, like, it's kind of like you're trying to save your own ass now.
Yeah, I mean, like Florida State 3-2, Notre Dame 3-2, top 25.
Notre Dame should be top 25.
They should
by the
be
way.
top
That's a top
25,
15 team in the country.
Yeah, but just like, you know what I'm saying, like teams with 2 losses.
Yeah.
So
the AP has always been a joke in the college football world.
they should. I don't know why they don't go off like coaches poll. In my opinion, I feel like the coaches know the most.
Yeah, apparently the coaches poll, most coaches just copy and paste the AP. Like, they don't even take time to do it. So I just think we should get rid of...
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, we should just get rid of rankings until the college football playoff rankings drops, to be honest.
Yeah, because, I mean, looking back on the preseason rankings, it's like, my goodness.
This was probably the most crazy, like, so far upsets I've seen in college football. I think it probably has to do with the transfer portal, teams not being as deep because their backups can go get paid to start somewhere else. But the AP poll, absolute fucking joke.
It's like reminding me of the 2007 season. Where
Facts. That's a great season.
It reminds me of when you play college football on EA Sports.
Yeah.
How, like, halfway through the season, it's like, well, what the fuck? How is, Tulane number 2?
Yeah.
You know,
That's facts.
It's all over the place because the simulation is just so crazy.
Yeah, that's why I force win on college football.
I was about to say, you got to start force winning some games there. But, yeah, I mean, we got UCLA upset of the year.
I think so far that's the biggest upset because Penn State, they had all the returning production. They were AP ranked number 2 in the country before the season started. Mm-hmm. UCLA had just fired their head coach. They looked as dead as you could possibly be. And the new game plan that the OC put in, he only had 2 days. Penn State, you're coming off of a loss, a big-time loss. And like, I'm pretty sure the spread was like 28.5 points. Yeah. To me, that was the biggest upset of the year so far.
It's something about Big Ten where, like a West school travels East and East travels West. You don't know what you're going to get.
That is true. I mean, that's why.
It's like a box of chocolate.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get. Shout
Forrest
out
Gump.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's why I say that Big Ten is the best conference in college football right now. It's because you have to travel coast to coast just like the NFL. They're the NFL of the college football. SEC, they kind of stay in their own little bubble down there.
Well, ACC's the same.
Now it is.
You got to go out to Cal. You got to go out to Stanford. You got to go out to...
Yeah. The ACC, they just got kind of the bummy schools from the Pac-12 and the Big Ten. They got the bigger schools.
So you shitting on Miami?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Miami, that's my team
let's
there.
Let's not run from the smoke, Coop. Because you had Florida State money line.
I did.
That is true.
Which, hand up, yeah, I mean, Miami beat that ass.
Well,
Good for them. I mean, Miami...
They played with their food in the fourth quarter. They went in that fourth quarter like, we've got this in the bag. It's good. Florida State made it a lot closer. It was a lot closer on paper than it really was. I mean, Miami dominated that game.
Yeah.
Every facet.
I was going to say about that Miami-Florida State game that, like, that final score is not indicative of the way that game did. Yeah, Miami came out and just brutalized them for 3 quarters. So
yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, I was at a concert, so I didn't get to watch the full game, but
I kept
tabs.
You were at my concert.
Yeah.
Well, not mine, but the one I worked.
Yeah, and I kept tabs, but we shook hands at the concert. I said, kudos, y'all deserve it. I mean, y'all are ranked number 2. Y'all should be ranked number 1 in my opinion, just because I don't think Ohio State has shown anything, but.
I mean, they've shown that they're dominant, but they haven't really played anybody. They're getting way too much credit for that Texas win. Texas is a 3-2 ball club that clearly wasn't the number 2 team or number 3 team. Actually, Texas was number 1 preseason. They're clearly not the number 1 team in the country, and Ohio State kind of still gets credit for that win. Yeah. So I agree with you on that. Miami should be number 1.
But also, UCLA, we got Florida upsets Texas. What are your thoughts on Texas? I mean, it's just. What are your thoughts on Arch? What are your thoughts on Sark?
I mean, there's kind of like there's a balance to it because Arch does miss he does miss on throws. Like that's 100%. There's throws that he can make that he just is inaccurate on and misses. But also the Texas O-line is so fucking dog water. Like the game against Florida, they looked as bad as they've looked in 3 years. And the Texas Sark offense, as much as people want to talk about the quarterback play or the wide receiver play, their offense is built behind being able to run the football. You even go back to his days at Washington. He's always had good running backs, that they've always had a good run game. And right now, they don't have a running back one in their room at all. And the run game is trash. The O-line is trash. And so Arch is having to deal with that also.
So would you say if Arch had last year's offensive line, would it be a lot better? Would it be a different season for him right now?
O-line?
Because how many players went to the draft from Texas offensive line? Didn't they have like 4 players?
I'm pretty sure they had like 4 players leave. Yeah. I mean, last year's O-line was really, really good, and they also had a good run game that helped out Quinn Ewers.
True.
But also, we can't make excuses for Arch because he has missed a lot of open throws. The backup, I know you remember in that game, the backup comes in, throws one ball.
Made the best play. Made the best throw.
Made a better throw than Arch has made all year.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like a combination of that offense just being dog shit.
And then Arch came in and threw an interception right after that play. It was like, my goodness.
Yeah. Arch, in that game,
gracious.
There was a point where he caught a little rhythm, and he actually did look pretty decent, even with his O-line giving him no time. So we'll kind of get into that whenever we get to our Week 6 preview.
Yeah, so there were some crazy games Week 6. Going into Week 7, like I said earlier, it is Red River Week. OU Texas. The rumor is John Mateer is going to try and play. Came out today. You know, the tortilla... The Tortilla Insider, is that what they're calling it?
I think so, yeah.
He ordered Chipotle and said, "Yeah, I'm playing." That was very interesting. But I think he got that dog in him where
I mean,
he's going to suit up.
I agree with you on that.
And we will find out tomorrow because tomorrow is when the depth chart comes out. But I can also see them putting him on the depth chart just to leave people wondering, and they're just going to hold it as long as they can.
They're going to try to play their cards the best they can. The Chipotle rumor is so funny. Like that's
college football.
That is college football. Message board, some random Chipotle worker. Mateer comes in, probably just hungry on a fucking Thursday afternoon, trying to get some Chipotle. And the Chipotle worker's asking him, are you going to be healthy to play this week? And
am I taking OU money line this week? Or
he ends up answering
Mateer.
I think he's going to play this week too, especially because BV and the OU coaching staff is coming out and saying, we really don't know. I feel like coaching staffs, they kind of play that card of we're not expecting Mateer or we're not expecting our quarterback to kind of throw off the other team. If they were a little bit more optimistic, I would say that he probably is closer to not playing. But since BV came out and was I have no idea on Mateer, I'm not expecting him to play. I'm expecting him to play. They put him out on a brace on live TV last week.
Which he was dapping up. I saw videos of him dapping up little kids with his brace on with the same hand. I'm like, bruh,
I'm going to be honest, I don't even think he needed that brace. I think that was strategically placed there, so Texas looks and sees him with a big ass brace on the sideline.
Oh, we got him.
But apparently this week he's been throwing in the indoor facilities. We have a OU insider, Zach Foster, that kind of keeps up with that, and he's swearing up and down that Mateer is going to play, and I don't think he would be doing that if he wasn't.
Let's not forget, he also hurt it first quarter, which also adrenaline's probably pumping. but he played the entire game.
Speaking of Zach Foster, since I know we don't have our phones on us, but I have my iMessage on my computer back here. He said John Mateer's name will be listed as doubtful on tomorrow's injury report and then questionable on Thursday.
Ooh. That guy is an insider, too.
God, how does he know that?
I don't know who he fucking knows, but he might just be bullshitting. We don't know.
I probably believe him because there's some Michigan insiders that I know that like probably a bunch of people don't know that I would know that kind of information. I believe him 100%.
Like, his gamer tag is Sooner Z, so it's like
he's tapped in.
He's tapped in.
He's fucking locked in.
Yeah, that is storylines going into week 7. It's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna be a fun week.
We're gonna touch on the OU Texas game later.
We got a call in.
We have a Texas fan and an OU fan that we're planning on getting to call in.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of touch on that game more whenever that time comes around. I'm excited for that.
They got some things to get off their chest. I'm in a group chat with them both, and it is leading up to the season was just ding, 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 ding. It was like, all right, fellas, like let's save this for October.
Yeah, they've always been like that too. Yeah. That's gonna be exciting to get them on the call.
Yeah. So that will be later on. We just want to jump into our doghouse for the week.
Yeah, I'm down. You said that you have a really, really good doghouse.
Yeah, I have a really, really good doghouse.
Start off.
And my doghouse is going to be you, bub. Not just you, but your live bets. Your live bets are my doghouse because there were 2 live bets that happened over the weekend. One was you took Washington money line when I had Maryland money line on my card, said it on my card. It was even on the graphic sent out. Maryland's up 20-0. Third quarter. As soon as you hit that live bet, everything flipped. Washington goes 28 unanswered points, wins the game. So that was one.
Okay.
The other one was Penn State was down. Were they down 7?
I think they were down 14 when I.
They were down 14. I get a little tap. Hey, bro, let's take Penn State money line. Let's take Penn State the money line. Ride with me. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to be that guy. I have FOMO. I don't want to miss out. I was like, all right, I'll take Penn State. Threw him out on Penn State. Penn State ended up getting stopped on the goal line. And so because of those 2, I have to put your live bets in my doghouse this week.
That's crazy. First of all, I mean, I respect it. The UCLA Washington pick or the Maryland Washington pick, like anyone out there that's listening that just heard him explain that, they were down 20-0, and as soon as I live bet Washington starts their comeback, that's a fucking smart bet. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make money. If this guy was over 50% and he was betting his life off so far in the season, huh?
Are you over 50%?
I'm not right now. I'm close.
Okay, all right.
But I'm the one in your doghouse. You're not in my doghouse. Okay. But that bet, it was just a normal pick on your card.
No etiquette. No like.
No, that doesn't cross gambling etiquette. If it was a lock or it was a game that you were really, really, really big on,
it was on my card.
It was on your card, but that's just a normal pick. They're down 20-0. You can't tell me that money line value isn't great.
No, you should be like, you know what, Coop? You can have this one. Did you even have a bet of Washington and Maryland on your card?
Over.
You had their over. You did not have anything else.
Yeah, the over missed, but the live bet, they were down 20-0. I live bet them, and they come back. Instead of saying
fake.
I'm not a writer, that's a great fucking gambling pick. That's bookwork.
No, because you do that, and then you're like, hey, bro, take Penn State with me. So I went 0-2 on mine.
I mean, you didn't have to take Penn State with me.
No, but if I didn't take Penn State, you would have been like, "Wow, bro, wow, you're not a rider, wow."
Yeah, we like.
You know, I have FOMO.
Yeah, I know you do. Penn State was fucking close to coming back on that game. If they don't run that dumbass 4th and 2 load option with Drew Aller acting like he's a fucking dual threat quarterback, they would have covered that game. But I mean, I respect the doghouse, but also, you know, the Washington picks, that's a great live pick, and UCLA was also a great live pick.
It wasn't you took UCLA live?
No, Penn State was a good live pick. They were right in that. They were down 28-7 at half whenever I bet them. And they ended up making it a game. Those are two great live bets. He might put my live bets in the doghouse, but those are two examples of great live bets.
Yeah, because
great value.
I'm gonna keep track of your live bets going into this week now.
Okay, you can do that. Let's not act like you haven't backdoored me on one of my locks
and
of the week.
You gave me so much shit for that, but now it's like, yeah, because I can take Washington money line.
Locks is different. First of all, I was super confident in that game,
and I told you before that I was like, I'm not. I like the other one. You were like, wow, bro, you're gonna go against my lock.
No, you told me you were riding with my lock, and then you whisper betted the other side money line, and they fucking hit. That's a completely different thing. I respect that doghouse, though.
Okay, all right, yeah. That's my doghouse.
I'll go into mine. It's the same one as last week. James Franklin, Penn State. They basically, his coaching job is relying upon beating Ohio State. That's kind of the thing. If you can't go in and beat Ohio State this year, after blowing two of these early games, that what is the positive for Penn State keeping you around? He had the argument of, okay, I can never win the big games, but at least I don't lose the small ones. Motherfucker, you lost as a 28-point favorite against an 0-4 UCLA squad. So that argument's out the window. He has to win a big game this year. I think it's Ohio State to keep his job. And yeah, like I said, I bet Penn State money line live bet the week before. I had Penn State against Oregon, and he bent me over and fucked me both weeks. So, yeah, I'm putting James Franklin and Penn State in my doghouse.
But yeah, and it's funny that week 5 we didn't get to record week 5, but I was like, I had UCLA against Northwestern, and I was like, if UCLA is going to win a game this year, it's going to be against Northwestern, which they ended up losing. Yeah. And then they ended up beating Penn State as a 28.5-point underdog. So it was just...
Yeah.
It was very funny.
Upset of the year?
Yeah. But, Drew, do you got to...
Let's go ahead and hear that Dolphins rant, Bob. Yeah. I think we all know what's in that doghouse.
That was... Mike,
well, I have two teams in my doghouse. On the college side... Texas, because I had a 3-leg parlay, Virginia covered, Vanderbilt covered. I had Texas just to win outright as the third team. I put a $50 bet down.
You had Vanderbilt covered?
I believe so. Did they not?
No. What did you get them at?
I had them at 13.5.
Yeah, they might have covered that.
They might have covered that.
Yeah. I had them at 13 plus 13. I had Vandy plus 13.5. Virginia, that was like my lock, plus 6.5. So both they covered. Virginia, good. And I said Virginia was the safe play to cover. Did Vandy cover? If they didn't cover,
they lost by 16.
Okay, we'll just move on to the Dolphins. I could have sworn I was on a zoo show. I work concerts for those that don't know for a living. I was on a zoo show. I could have sworn Vandy covered. I was more mad at Texas because I was like, oh shit, I hit 2 out of these 3. Anyways,
Bama did backdoor cover in that.
Doesn't matter. Okay, so Vandy's in my fuck Diego Pavia. They're in my doghouse instead, actually. Mike McDaniel is a dead man walking, and he looks like it, and he talks like it.
He does.
How you punt the ball with a minute left in the game when your defense can't get a fucking stop against Bryce Young and the Panthers offense all game long. But hey, let's give the Panthers the ball back and see if we can get it back. How you punt the ball with a minute left down and you got to go score a touchdown to win. That is a fireable offense in my opinion. I don't get it. I don't think he cares anymore. I think he wants out.
Did you see his post-game interview?
Yeah, where he's same thing.
Fucking
Yeah, I talked to Ross, and he it's just he said he's frustrated.
Shit is
It's like,
crazy.
just fucking say that the owner reamed you a new one for being a dipshit. You're hearing it here first. I said it in the group chat. I'm gonna say it again. If the Miami Dolphins go into next season with either if one of Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer, the general manager, are still employed going into next season, I am divorcing the Miami Dolphins.
Oh my.
No, I swear to God, I am divorcing the Dolphins and picking a new team because Chris Greer has been the GM since 2016. He has been there 9 years. Think about it. When you have a GM that's that bad, that's been there for 9 years, and he's still employed, you don't care about winning. He has no playoff wins.
Didn't he sabotage y'all too?
No, that was Brian Flores.
Oh, fine.
I think that Chris Greer, because of the Flores lawsuit with Ross telling Flores to tank to try and get Joe Burrow, and Flores didn't want to do it, and they fired him. I think Chris Greer has dirt on the owner, which is why he can't get fired. Who knows? At the end of the season, they might fire both of them like they should, but you heard it here first. If one of them is still employed at the end of going into next season, I will no longer be a Dolphins fan because I cannot continue to root for a team that puts up with that. I mean, that is just
I respect
absolute ineptitude by an organization. And
I respect that.
I am too committed and loyal to
How long
my
have you been
teams
a fan for?
since I was like 7 years old.
Hasn't seen a
What year
playoff
was
win.
that?
Never. Yeah, you're right. Never seen him win a playoff. I've seen him make the playoffs. Never seen him win a playoff game.
Damn.
Chris Greer.
What are the reports about Chris Greer? Is he are they gonna fire him? Is there anything out there?
I think
do
at
you
this
think
point
they're gonna fire
I don't
him?
know. There's nothing really coming out. I think if anything, the owner's just going to let the season play out because at this point they're going to end up with a top 5 draft pick. That's how fucking bad they are. Good consolation. But if you let Chris Greer pick that draft pick, he's going to be a bust because he does not have a good draft record. Also, your boy Kenneth Grant from Michigan, first rounder for Miami,
Yeah,
not good.
he's trash.
Maybe it's just because he's young. But
Probably a little bit.
Give him some
he plays way too high. He's not it. And he was a first round. He was the pick 13.
Yeah, I respect that. I mean, I think Kenneth Grant, he was always a beast to me, but
He's
the
young,
NFL is a different level.
And he could still come around with a different head coach, different scheme. What a dumpster fire the Miami Dolphins are.
Damn.
Gave up a 17-0 lead to the Carolina Panthers Bryce Young led offense.
They were up 17-0.
They were up 17-0.
God
And the
damn.
Panthers came back. And then Mike
surprised.
McDaniel punts the ball with a minute left.
What was the yardage? 4th and what?
Oh, I don't know. It was like 4th and 10
Oh.
because Tua got sacked. Tua can't read a fucking blitz like, a blind kid can't read a page on a book. Clip that.
What an analogy.
Clip that.
What an analogy. All right, yeah. I respect
Drew's
it.
doghouse is just
Yeah.
it's been Miami.
Miami the
Dolphins
entire year.
But before we go into the smash or pass, anybody notice the hat I'm wearing today? I know the cameras can't see it, but
Yeah, Florida
Panthers.
yeah.
NHL.
Why would I wear this today?
You tell me.
You really don't know?
I mean, they won back-to-back
Yeah,
championships,
you're
right?
Yeah,
a
they
fan,
won
aren't
back to
you?
back,
You're a fan
yeah.
of every Florida-based team.
They won 2 straight Stanley Cups. Today is the start of the NHL season.
Ah.
Okay.
Shows that we don't care about hockey on this
I mean, yeah.
podcast, but
Hockey's
wasn't-
electric to watch, but
hockey is
I've never been to a hockey game.
it's hard
fun.
to keep up with.
Yeah.
Yep. Today is the NHL start of the season.
If I was,
Panthers are 1-0. They beat the Blackhawks 3-2.
Damn.
Hey, you got the Canes, you got the Panthers. Fuck the Dolphins.
Got the
dude.
Heat.
Yeah.
The Heat kind of.
Yeah, they're middling,
Back in the day, they gave you some life, but
Yeah, so from that we will go into
enough of
smash or
Miami.
pass.
Miami,
Smash or pass?
Yep. So
I want to fuck something. So
first
bad.
two players.
Oh,
First two players are on our week 7 preview. Actually, they were two of the top 3 week 6 stat leaders for wide receivers. First one we have Hank Beatty, Illinois. He had 5 receptions, 186 yards, and a touchdown.
Spanked him.
37.2 yards per reception last week against Purdue. On the flip side, an OSU receiver that kind of gets overlooked but shouldn't. But when you have Jeremiah Smith opposite, it makes sense. Carnell Tate. 9
You're talking about Ohio
receptions.
State. I thought you said OSU like Oklahoma State.
Oh, I was just reading OSU.
I was about to say, no way we're about to do a smash back.
9 receptions, 183 yards, and a touchdown. Who are we smashing passing this week? Do you think Carnell has another big week, or Hank keeps it rolling against that Buckeye defense?
I'll go ahead and jump on it because that Hank dude, if I'm be honest, I don't think I've ever done any research on him he's never made any crazy noise for me. So I to be honest, I have really no idea who that is. But Carnell Tate, that is an NFL first rounder that is in the perfect situation because defenses are so focused on Jeremiah Smith, making sure that he doesn't get the ball, that Carnell will have one-on-ones downfield pretty consistently throughout the game. And he was a former 5-star, lost his mom 2 years ago while he was in college.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm actually a Carnell Tate fan. I think he's an NFL first round guy. So I'm gonna be smashing Carnell on that.
Okay. Let me just give me Illinois because I took Illinois.
Well, Hank Beatty, this is his out of 6 games this season.
Give me Beatty.
Last week was his 3rd 100-plus yard receiving game. He's a senior from Rochester, Illinois, 5'11", little slot guy.
He's from a show me state.
Oh my
show
God,
me.
He's white or Mexican.
Is that going to make you change it?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Hank Beatty, bro. Give me Hank Beatty.
So far, he's got 33 receptions, 569 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
And they play each other this week. Give me Hank Beatty.
He reminds me a lot.
Beat it up.
He reminds me a lot of Xavier Restrepo from Miami last year. Just a senior slot guy
5'11",
from the state.
You mean
just
Xavier
hard-nosed.
Holmgren? He looks like Chet.
Who?
Xavier Chepo, whatever his name is.
Chepo?
What is his name? Restrepo?
Restrepo, yeah.
He looks like Chet.
Chet, yeah, watch this. That is Chet Holmgren, my guy.
We'll put the side by side up.
That is
I don't know about that. Kind of looks like him, but I don't know about that.
All right, next smasher pass.
I thought we were only doing one.
I got another one for you.
Okay.
You guys are gonna like this one. OU Texas related. Might get us canceled. Who knows? Who we taking? Julie Venables or L'Oreal Sarkeesian? We looked.
Are these the wives?
These are the wives of Brent and Steve.
Look them up, bro.
Look them up.
Go ahead and.
L'Oreal
Laurie Markkinen, that is.
L'Oreal Sarkeesian is a
NBA
fashion designer. Julie Venables.
Oh my God, Sark.
is just Brent Venables' wife.
Wait, Sark's wife is. She's black.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
What the hell? She's kind of. I mean, let me look up BV's wife.
I knew
What
this
are we
would,
doing?
I knew this would throw you guys.
What are we doing?
What do you mean? What are we doing? We're smashing wives, Bob. Smash or passing wives.
Gosh.
And she looks a little bit more older. Looks more,
She looks, yeah.
You know what? Give me Julie Venables. I'm gonna smash her. She looks more of raise your kids with type of woman. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it over to you, Coop.
I mean, wow, put me on the spot.
I knew this would make you guys
Put me on
uncomfortable.
the spot like that. I'm gonna have to take Julie Venables as well. I mean, I love black women.
Okay.
But I don't have chocolate in my taste buds. So
Okay. I like that.
wow,
I didn't know that. Sark was.
What a segment this is gonna be. Oh my goodness.
Let's find our way out of this. Let's try to land this plane clean, huh? What do we?
Good for Sark though. Good for Sark.
Damn.
She is gorgeous.
Yeah, she's good looking. She's good looking. She's not ugly. Yeah. Good for Sark, man.
Sark.
Let's, go ahead and hurry up.
Yeah,
Let's
all
get out
right.
this.
All right.
Let's
Well,
get out
that
this.
was
All right.
Smash or Pass. Okay,
All right, good
yeah,
smash
week
or
6.
pass there.
First game, Ohio State, 14.5-point favorite at number 17, Illinois. Over-unders 49.5. I don't know if I'm going to bet this game, but if I had to pick any game, or if I had to pick any, it'd probably be the under 49.5. Ohio State's only given up 25 points total this year. And I don't know. I just don't think their offense is like, I don't know. Their offense is kind of like still a work in progress. I mean, you do have Jeremiah Smith, so I mean, any team with Jeremiah Smith is going to be dominant. But I don't know how. I feel like Illinois will get up for this game because it's at Illinois. And isn't it like a 11 o'clock kickoff? Something like that?
11 a.m.
Early. Usually, Illinois gave some problems at home to teams. I mean, didn't they beat USC either last year or 2 years ago?
They beat USC last week, 2 weeks ago, at home. After
Okay,
following the Indiana blowout.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would probably take the under because I could see it being a 24-21 type game. But I don't know if I'm going to bet it yet. But if I had to pick, it'd probably be the under 49.5.
That's actually a good pick because we were talking in the group chat a little bit about what's the best defense in the country. Is it Miami? Is it Oklahoma? Is it Ohio State? I want to hate on Ohio State's defense so bad. I've been looking for angles. I've been looking between the cracks, between everything, trying to find a way to hate on their defense. So far, they are like quite literally flawless on defense. Like they're so connected. Caleb Downs is one of the best players in the country on the defense side of the ball, and they are just so good on defense. They went on the road across the country, played a dominant Washington offense, and held them to like 6 points. Like they are damn near flawless. So I do like that under pick. I'm going to be taking Ohio State spread in this. I was going to take Illinois spread, but every time that I bet against Ohio State when they aren't playing Michigan, they always find a way to lose me money and like end up covering like I had them in that Washington game. So I'm going to be taking Ohio State spread solely on the fact that like I'm going to bet Ohio State spread, but I'm going to be rooting for Illinois. So it's kind of a win-win situation there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
I like
taking.
that.
No.
So you're taking Illinois plus 14.5.
No, I'm taking Ohio State minus
14.5. Okay, I heard that wrong. Okay.
Like, if I bet Ohio State minus 14.5, but I low-key want Illinois to win, even if Ohio State
Still
doesn't, it's still Illinois, It's a win-win situation for me.
Got you. Okay. I got. Drew, do you have any insights on that?
Not necessarily. With how crazy college football's been, I could see Illinois making it close. What was it last year that Ohio State went and played at Indiana, and then Indiana just smacked him in the mouth, right?
Ohio State beat the crap out of them.
They played them at home. They lost to Oregon and Michigan last year.
What was the game? Okay, I'm thinking of something else. There was another game where Indiana played at home, I thought, against.
They're playing Illinois.
They're playing Illinois, Bubbas.
No, I know, but I was comparing it to a game of last year. Maybe it was Oregon against Indiana. Penn State
I don't think
against
they
Indiana.
played last year. I don't know. Might be dreaming there, Bob.
Yeah, probably. Want to take Illinois to cover just because of Pops.
Facts. Trouble State, maybe.
Ohio State's really good though. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you. That was Drew's insights on that.
I respect that.
He
I
does
don't
not know.
Yeah.
He does not know.
Ohio State to cover.
Okay.
Okay.
Next one, we got 15 Michigan at USC. USC's a 2.5 point favorite. Over under is 57.5. Don't know why USC. I mean, I'm guessing it's because they're at home and it's at Southern California. But I'm going to take Michigan money line. And I've lost a lot of money on Michigan, just like you've lost a lot of money on Colorado.
Yeah.
So, if Michigan doesn't pull this off, they might be in my doghouse. Okay. But I have faith, and I think Michigan will get it done. I really like what's his name, Haynes.
Mm-hmm.
Best running back, one of the best.
Haynes?
Yeah, one of the best running backs in the nation. But yeah, I got Michigan money line.
Okay, I like that. If you bet with us on our Natty year, that was the year that I won the most money because I was betting Michigan every week after the sign stealing thing, and they would just fucking continue to win. Last year, they lost some games, and you probably lost some money. It's easy for me. I'm gonna be taking Michigan money line. I kind of understand why Vegas put the spread like that. Like USC, they do have a tremendous offense. Like they have two legit wide receivers.
Defense is terrible though.
Well, yeah, it's always been like that with Lincoln Riley. Mavia is a very, very good quarterback. The offense is what it is. They're always going to be a scary offensive team, and they are at home. But Michigan, last year when they played Washington on the road, they left on Friday and then played Saturday. This week, because of that Washington game, we're leaving on Thursday. We're going to be practicing at the Los Angeles Chargers facility.
I like that, Blake.
With Harbaugh and Blake Corum and all them. They're going to let us come in, do that. And then we're also, I think they have a Friday game.
Is that against NCAA rules though? If Harbaugh in contact with Michigan football?
Fucking the NCAA is such like ballless little fucking. They can't do anything. They're pussies.
To see.
I think you could go to an NFL practice field and just practice there without the NCAA coming at your door. I mean, we are Michigan. They fucking are obsessed with us. But since we're leaving a day early, we're going to be able to get adjusted to the time zones and that sort of thing. And I also believe that we're just about playing we're just about to start playing our best football of the year. We have so much potential with Underwood at quarterback with our run game and our defense. I'm going to be taking Michigan money line in this one. Yeah, it's easy.
Drew, you got any Michigan USC?
I think Michigan covers.
Plus 2.5?
You might as well just take money line.
Taking their money line?
Yeah, I think Michigan wins. Okay. That's crazy that USC is favored.
I agree.
That's
I agree with
insane.
Yep.
I agree.
How about the Lincoln Riley era at USC has not been off to a great start.
It hasn't. His first.
I was thinking that the other day. Like, isn't it crazy how OU's in a better spot now? 3 years later?
Yeah.
4 years later, whatever it is, than USC is.
And you know what's
And Lincoln ran from the SEC. He can't even win in the Big Ten.
You know, it's crazy that this man right here to the left of me said that USC is a better coaching job than OU.
They just have more money. They have more money to pay a head coach. That's it.
I'm telling you, ask any former coach. Like Urban Meyer has said it before. There's been guys that have said USC is one of the best coaching jobs in the entire country. The talent that is in a 50-mile radius.
Where it
USC,
at though?
Yeah, I mean they're 4-1 right now. They haven't looked great. He does have the number 1 recruiting class in the country right now for the 2026 thing. The USC coaching job is like at the top tier because of the resources that you have.
I don't know. I'd take OU all day, every day.
USC,
what's on your shirt right now, Bub? Seems a little biased to me if you ask me.
I think OU is a better job, but USC can pay you more money.
Probably. You probably have more. What is the word? Amenities. Did I say that right? Isn't that what?
Amenities?
Amenities.
Yeah, because USC is
like you get like
USC is a private school. So they just have. That's why they were able to pay Lincoln all that money. So it depends on if you're saying better school in the sense of you're going to get paid a shit ton of money.
Better like program.
But it's also better.
I don't know if
There's
I'd say
better talent around you than
OU's a better
Oklahoma.
Maybe
Southern Cal. There's so much talent. And
Oklahoma can pick Texas kids all they want.
Shit, Oklahoma
They
has
can do that.
Oklahoma has the number one high school team in the nation right now in Oklahoma. Talk about talent.
Bixby?
Yeah.
They are not the number one team in the entire
Look them up.
country.
Look them up. Drew.
Bixby's the number one team nationally ranked in the entire
Yes,
country.
Bixby is the number one team. Look them up. Throw 20 on it since we're a betting show. Throw 20. Oh, I love that we got that on camera.
So you're telling me they're better than Mater Day? They're higher ranked than... Oh, number one, basis Tuscan North.
Nope, that's not it.
National football rankings.
Literally came
look at
out.
this.
How did you not see this? It literally
2025 Max Preps national rankings. St. John Bosco, number one.
Yeah, they're top 20.
It
Yeah,
literally
what a-
came
what a-
out.
What a stupid ass
It literally
bet for you
It
to
literally
make.
came out. I'm gonna
Bixby,
get
the
the
number one
screenshot.
team in the
I'm gonna
country?
get the screenshot. Yes, Max Preps.
I would love to. They're number one team in the country. I can't believe you shook on that, bub. You better cash at me right now.
It was literally on Twitter.
They were probably the number one ranked team in Oklahoma. And nationally, they're higher ranked than IMG Academy.
Yes, bub.
A public Oklahoma school is ranked higher than a private high school football program.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and let y'all research that because I know that's not true. They would never be number one in the country. Like
Bixby AI overview. Bixby High School football team is currently ranked number one in Oklahoma Class 6A and number one in the nation.
according to who?
According to Sports Illustrated and Max Preps.
Click on that.
Unless it changed within the last few weeks.
Bub, how the fuck would they get number one over IMG?
Because they're fucking cold.
Do you know
bro.
IMG is solely built
That's
for
why the
football
whole
success.
argument won. It was like, damn, Bixby's ranked number one. I'm telling you, I'm
didn't
not
see
just
that.
talking out of my ass right now. Like,
I think we haven't found a single
I literally just
ranking.
pulled up. It
Bub,
said
you pulled up Chat GBT, that thing. Show me a ranking
Chat
where it shows them.
GPT. What are you talking
Look,
about?
Max Preps National Football 2025 rankings. Who's number one? St. John Bosco is number one on that. And it literally says according
Somebody's
to
lying.
the Massey ratings. What is that?
Somebody's lying then. So I don't know why it comes out that Bixby's number one and then.
According to the Massey ratings. What is that? I don't know.
All right.
Rob.
Anyways,
think you misread that one.
No,
Sorry,
I
though.
didn't.
You'll
I
cash
literally
out me
just
20.
read you. I literally just read you the title that said Oklahoma team is the number one team in the nation.
I just read the exact same title. I clicked on the link that they were referring to, and it brings up this on3.com rankings. And
Like I said,
Bixby
something
not.
is lying. I mean, obviously, if AI overview, if AI,
Fuck AI, bub. I don't give a fuck what AI thinks.
AI that runs the world right
Nah,
now.
they don't run shit.
We know who runs the world. We're not gonna talk about that. All
But we
right.
looked
Anyways.
Oh my god.
Back to games. Number 8, Alabama, 2.5 point favorite at number 14, Missouri. Over unders 52.5. I'm taking Alabama spread. I think Alabama's on a roll right now.
Yeah. In the Alabama-Missouri game, I'm big on Missouri this year. I think that they're going to end up being a playoff team when it's all said and done because of schedule and because also Bo Perbula, Ahmad Hardy, the offense, they're really good. Ahmad Hardy's second best running back in the entire country. No question. He could be number one if Jeremiah Love didn't exist. But them and their defense has been locked down this year. They did have a kind of sneaky game against Kansas where the defense didn't look as good. But I think with the Alabama passing game, the way that it's looking right now with DeBoer and the Missouri offense also, I think that it's kind of going to be a shootout. It's in Mizzou, and 52.5 isn't a crazy amount of points. I'm going to be taking the over in that.
2 weeks in a row, we've seen Has it been was it Proctor last year too? Receiver? Wasn't he receiver or was he
No, he's the old
throwing to
lineman.
him? But I'm saying, didn't they throw it to him last week too? It
Uh-huh.
was 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Side bet. Do we see it 3 times?
Probably not. No.
Okay.
I would
They've
bet against
overused
that.
it?
Yeah.
Overuse it. Got you.
Yeah.
Drew, you got any Alabama, Missouri?
Shout out Adam, my electrician at the zoo. He's a Missouri alum. I think Alabama covers though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Alabama's rolling. After I said at the beginning of the year that
Roll
I didn't
Tide's
think,
rolling.
I didn't think DeBoer was the great coach and he could be on the hot seat. Ty Simpson's playing well. Nate hit that nail on the head there with how he was going to fit that offense better. Yeah, Alabama's hot right now.
Yeah. And Missouri has like construction going on their stadium.
Yeah, I think that would almost be. I gave my lock of the week during the preview last week where I said Virginia to cover was like one of the safest plays. I think Alabama to cover 2.5 might be my lock and one of the safest plays this week. 3 points.
Like that.
You just need Alabama to win by 3 points. Oh yeah, put a $300 bet on that and win 300.
I actually do like that. I think Missouri's going to keep it close, but I do think Alabama's going to end up winning because they need the win more, and they are rolling right now. So I like that.
All right, next game, college game day. Number 7, Indiana at number 3, Oregon. Oregon is a 7.5 point favorite. Over under is 55.5. I don't know who I'm going to take in this game. I'm probably going to bet it though. This is another game that I'm not sure of. If I had to, I'd probably take Indiana plus 7.5, just because I think Indiana really has something to prove this year. But yeah, if I had to bet it, which I might be on my card when the graphic comes out, but let's just say Indiana plus 7.5.
I like that. I'm also going to be taking Indiana plus 7.5.
Great minds think
I
alike.
think Oregon's coming off a big win. We saw Dan Lanning in the post game interviews acting, like he was on coke or whatever. He was super fired up. That game was a super big game, and I think Indiana, even though they are ranked number 7 and they do have some juice, I still think you kind of have the Indiana factor with the players to where like they're not showing up like they're playing Ohio State or Penn State. Mm-hmm. And I think Indiana is as good as any team in the country, to be honest. Last year was a little bit different. They were a little bit, they had a little bit more holes. But this year, their defense, they just maul guys on the offensive line. The offense is tremendous. The defense gives you nothing. Kirk Cignetti is a scheme demon. And I think 7.5, Oregon could still win by 7 or 4.
Or 3.
And still win that. I might throw a little bit money on Indiana money line just because Cignetti kind of needs that big win. His 2 games last year, he lost to Ohio State and Notre Dame. He kind of needs a big win to show that Indiana is legit. So, but for this, I'm going to be taking Indiana spread 7.5.
I kind of like the under too. I feel like it could be another like Penn State Oregon game.
I was thinking that just Mendoza and Moore are 2 of the best quarterbacks in the country, so it kind of scares me.
Yeah. All right, so now we have our game of the week. Number 6, Oklahoma versus Texas, neutral site. Texas is what are they right now? This line's it's been moving and it's going to be moving all week. Texas is a 1.5 point favorite. Over under is 42.5. If Mateer plays, I bet you Oklahoma becomes the favorite. If not, I bet it drops back down to 3 probably if they announce it, but I think he's going to play. So I might just take Oklahoma money line like right now. I might lock it in.
Go ahead and lock in Oklahoma money line.
Yeah,
I like that.
But yeah, I got OU. What are you talking about?
Okay, I like that. I don't want to be the Oklahoma hater of the pod,
But
so I have on my card that I'm taking the over in that game. That's solely a principal play. The Red River, it's always shootouts and stuff like that. Even though it makes 0 sense this year, the line's at 42.5. Both defenses are the best part of the teams. Mateer's coming off a wrist injury. Arches look like shit.
Oh, he's got the best defense and
arguably
the best defense in the nation.
And not arguably, they have arguably the number 2 defense in the country. I think Ohio State clears everybody right now.
There's only one.
But the over makes literally 0 sense. So that's why I'm going to take it. I want to take Texas money line. I'm going to kind of see how the Mateer thing pans out. But I think Texas coming off one of their worst losses in a while, they're going to be hearing how trash they are for a week straight. Oklahoma, they're coming off of 5-0. Their high horse, Mateer, we don't know what his wrist injury, how much that's going to affect him.
Yeah.
I think that kind of explains the line in that game. But for right now, I'm going to be taking the over in that game.
Gotcha. Drew, you got anything before we send this off to B. Will and Raekwon?
I'm waiting for the alternative point spread to open up because I think OU is going to smash them.
Ooh. Okay.
I almost think OU is going to smash them by like 10 points.
Boomer.
So I'm going to wait for that alternative point line or a point spread to open up. I might be taking OU minus 9.5.
Whoa.
Yeah. Damn. And I looked at it, and it'd be like a plus 380, something like that. I'm feeling ballsy. I don't think Texas is good. I think Texas is horrible. I think that defense is going to make Arch's life a living hell. You guys hit all the points. I don't need to go into it anymore. And if Mateer plays, I could see them steamrolling him.
I love that. Wow. I love that.
A mere like $50 bet if you took OU at minus 9.5 would win you like damn near $200-something on just one game. So I know that might be the riskiest pick we've done or that anybody said this year, right? We normally just do lines.
Yeah.
I'm saying fuck the line. I'm making my own line.
You're taking the underdog and getting their 9.5 point favorites.
Yes. Because it does not make sense to me why they're underdogs. They should not be underdogs.
I agree with that. But last week, Texas and Florida made 0 sense to me. I was like, why is Texas only 6.5 point favorites against Florida? And Florida ended up winning.
Well,
so those lines.
Home field advantage probably had something to do with that as well.
I mean, yeah.
But neutral site, split down the middle.
No.
But all right, so are we going to get our 2 guests on now since we're already on the subject of Oklahoma, Texas? Mm-hmm. Let's give them a call.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just get into the game of the week. We got number 6, Oklahoma versus Texas. Texas is a 1.5 point favorite right now. Over under is 42.5. And with us, our very first call in, we have 2 fans. One is a diehard OU fan and one is a diehard Texas fan, and they've been chirping for the last damn near 3-4 years, and they got some things they want to say off their chest. We got B. Will and we got Raekwon here. Fellas, how y'all doing?
We're doing well.
Not too bad, baby. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Yeah. Appreciate it, fellas.
Yeah, we locked in for life. So let's just go off with Raekwon. How are you feeling after last week's performance with Texas?
Man. Disappointed. Very disappointed. Thought we got manhandled. Very unlike Texas. I think that's the first time I've actually seen a Texas team get dominated on both sides of the ball. Since Georgia last year, which when you play Georgia, they may handle a lot of teams, so you have to match their physicality when it comes to playing teams like Georgia and Bama. But Florida kind of caught me off guard. I know that they have, listening to other podcasts, I've known their offensive line has been pretty good. Defensive line was also another focal point that they had circled. But, man, no excuses, dog. It was bad. It was terrible. I was sitting there looking at watching the game, just in awe. I thought we missed some opportunities, man.
For sure.
Not bad, y'all. My phone's on the charger with cord in, so yeah, on the cord itself. But going back to it, uh, yeah, man. Saw it dialed up some plays. We just didn't execute. Our O line is atrocious, which also scares me this week because I'm gonna tell you right now, Oklahoma. D will maybe eat my words, man. Best D line in the country for sure. Best
Yes,
D
sir.
line in the country for sure.
Yes, sir.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it's going. It's
Best
going.
D
We
line in the country. So
too deep. Oh, you.
we have our hands full this week, man. But I'm standing on this. I think we're gonna have a big bounce back week. I don't see us playing that bad again. Not back to back weeks. I think we have everything to prove, nothing to lose at this point. I think talking about the college football playoffs right now is kind of out of the window. Take it a week at a time, man. But hey, I like where we are. What time is it? It is 8:40, and guess what, baby? Oh, you still suck. Cook 'em, baby.
Hey, got you. Yeah, I mean Texas was my lock of the week last week, so I was very me and you talked before that Florida game, so you got me hyped up for it. But yeah, it was I was very disappointed with Arch, and
Hold on.
it'll be a good
Can I
one.
step in real quick just to talk about that too? Can I talk about that for 1 second?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead. Share your thoughts.
Guys. And I'm gonna be the first person to say this too, because I was doing a lot of spitboxing preseason before we even stepped on the field. This cat has done nothing but got better. He played well in my opinion. He played good. He played good enough for us to win that game. There's some plays where he stepped up in the pocket and took one to the chin and hit somebody in the numbers. He sidestepped a linebacker who came scot free, untouched, and threw a dime to Wingo post round 6. We can't. We have to understand. It is a college football analyst's job to hype up a kid, especially with the last name Manning. Anytime if you watch any of his interviews, they're always the same. Got to get better this week. And personally, as a fan, I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing it because, again, I let the media get in my head. It's natty or bust. In reality, we lost 4 offensive linemen, so we're reloading there. So we're seeing the growing pains right now. And then we got a kid who's damn near a true freshman starting with fucking the weight of the world on his shoulders. So I think it's just giving him his grace and letting him grow each week. I also told y'all that as well. I said it can go 2 one ways. It's either going to be a really good season or we're going to have to go with him. And unfortunately, it's going the way I didn't expect it to, and it's a lot of growing pains. So nonetheless, nobody feels bad for us with the University of Texas. We are expected to compete now under the Sark era. When you go back-to-back college football playoff routes, it feels like it's natty or bust. But in reality, we're just going to have to grow with them. So I still like Texas this week. We'll probably get into that here in a bit. But, yeah, that's all I got for now.
Yeah, I like that. What I said earlier on the show was Arch doesn't have a run game that Texas usually has. They don't have that. He doesn't have the O-line that Texas usually has. And I think it's more of a Texas offense problem than a Arch problem that the media is trying to make it. But I am going to throw it to B-Will. B-Will, let me know Let me know about Mateer's injury. Let me know the update on what's going on with him.
Something about the Sooners.
Well, John Mateer,
Money.
we know 10 is ready to go. 10 is going to play. He's going to be on that field. He was suited up last week. He had a brace and tape on his thumb. We all knew he wasn't playing against Kent State, but he's going to play against Texas, I believe. I think the entire Sooner fan base knows it. We'll never know for certain. He's going to be listed as questionable or doubtful on the injury report to kind of throw that off from the media. I think Oklahoma as the university, they've been practicing indoors all week. So they're trying to keep the media from being indoors because they can't go in there and film practice to see if John is throwing or not. But Brent Venables did say that he hasn't gotten any good on good reps, which he needs good on good reps to kind of get back in the field after being out for a week. But I think that John Mateer will be playing, and it gives and it kind of gives us an advantage to the sorts of who is Texas game planning for. If they're game planning for Hawkins, that's a whole different quarterback when you game plan versus game planning for John Mateer. So they kind of got a game plan for both. But yeah, that's so I think he's been throwing since last week. I don't think it was too extensive of an injury. The surgeon, Dr. Steven Shin, he's an absolute beast.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, J Dub,
Steph.
Steph, all those guys have come back healthy and played. So, and they came back within around 17 days, I want to say, something like that. But
You know what they all have
yeah,
in common?
I think John is going to play.
Do you know what they all have in common, Bub?
And what is that?
They all have rings.
They do have rings. Now, I'm not going that far.
Okay.
I'm not going that far.
Yeah. I got you.
I will say that I knew John was going to give us a chance. The new offense, Ben Arbuckle was going to give us a chance because last year we didn't have any type of brain cells calling plays. I mean, Seth Luttrell was just horrendous. There was no chance we were ever winning with him. Brent Venables did what he could. He had a great defense last year, but we just couldn't put any points on the board, so it didn't really show that he had a great defense. Went 6-7. Overall, I think that they have surprised me this year. I was a little worried going into the big games. Michigan game, that's a formidable opponent. Bryce Underwood, top freshman in the country, and we made them look kind of silly out there in Norman. So apologies, Nate, but they didn't really have an offensive game plan for us. And I could tell you one thing right now: you try to run the ball in between the tackles against that Oklahoma D line, it is not going to work.
Hey.
You better run your jet sweeps and your outside zones.
Hey, fuck you, Bub. Justice Haynes dropped, or he did a 75-yarder right out of halftime, first of all. But we're not going to get into the OU Michigan thing. I do want to set you up here. I want you to sell me on OU because I'm just going to set it up like this. Texas, they're coming off of the entire college football world talking about them being frauds, them underperforming. The arch hate is at an all-time high, and now they're coming in off a loss, going against OU with kind of nothing to lose and kind of playing for themselves. I want you to sell me on OU. Why do you think that OU is going to take care of business this week in the Cotton Bowl?
Oh, I think we're going to handle them. You know, I don't think these boys in Norman have forgotten the couple beatdowns that we've taken in the past few years, and the Texas fans jabbing at us and thinking that they're back and this, that, and the other. Well, Texas has never been back. That's one thing we all know. They've never been back, and the boys are ready.
Hopefully, this is where it gets spicy. Because I was going to say, you guys are too nice right now.
Yeah.
For
They're
a
always
rivalry,
fired up.
you guys got to start talking shit to each other.
They're always fired up for this game, and it's a toss-up, definitely rivalry games. But I mean, Oklahoma coming in there, they got the fire, they got the number 6 in the country, they got everything to lose. But I don't think they want to lose it. They want to prove something to Texas. That roster, those preseason rankings, we saw them, and it hasn't panned out for Texas. So we're just looking to kill dreams, baby.
Yeah,
we're looking to kill dreams, and Oklahoma's coming in there. R. Mason Thomas, Grayson Halton, David Stone, Jaden Jackson, Dominic Williams, Peyton Bowen. You can name every single person on that defense. Arch Manning is going to be seeing ghosts. Going to be seeing ghosts.
What did Danny Stutz say a couple years ago? What's his quote?
I can't tell you off the top of my head, Bob.
There's only 2 things in life. One, that Oklahoma fears God. Number 2, Texas fears OU.
That's facts. That is what he said.
That's true. Texas fears Oklahoma.
I'll go ahead and set it up for Quan also, and then y'all can debate or whatever y'all want to do.
Enjoy this.
Quan, I need you to sell me on Texas here. You know, I see Texas O-line. They've looked very, very bad the first few weeks. Florida kind of dominated them that year, and OU's D-line is, to me, the best in the country, and that defense is one of the elite defenses in the entire country. How do you think Texas and their O-line with Arch and the run game, how do you think Texas is going to find a way to pull this one out in the Cotton Bowl?
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? This cat right here wearing this bullshit ass t-shirt.
Boo!
You motherfuckers won 6 games last year. All right, come the fuck down. You're 5-0 right now. Calm down.
Texas
Calm down.
sucks.
Come the fuck down. All right.
Texas
One thing you need to
sucks,
learn,
and you know
is
it.
when your fucking daddies are talking to you, you sit there and you fucking listen. Okay. Listen up.
Nobody is daddy. Nobody
listen
is
up.
daddy. We
Listen
run
up.
the town.
Listen up. Let me tell you something. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be able to tell you, but I'll tell you one thing right now. If 10 ain't playing, we getting in that ass. I'm telling you right, that's the only chance. That's the only chance.
Oh, no.
I want him to play. I
Oh,
want
no.
him to play because I'm
Y'all
tired
might
of
be
hearing
lucky to score
every year,
7 points.
Every time we put belts of ass on you motherfuckers, it's always a
You
an
might be
excuse.
lucky to score
It's
7
always
points. I'm
an
telling
excuse.
you.
It's always an excuse. I'm so tired of hearing excuses. I'm telling you right now, if 10 is in uniform, he better be playing. You better be playing. Y'all doing all this peekaboo stuff, practicing indoors. Oh, well, it's 90 degrees outside. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. If y'all scared, just say you scared.
Well, guess what? You
If
hear
you
it, and
scared,
guess
just say
what
you
else?
scared.
Guess what else?
You
Steve
talking about this defense?
Sarkisian.
I'm telling you right now.
Steve
I'm telling you right now.
Sarkisian.
You keep talking about this defense that y'all got. Start going dial that shit up. I promise. Now, can we execute?
Oh,
That's the
is he?
question. That's the
Oh, is he?
question. Can we execute? Can we execute? Can our O line give us the protection? And that's the big question mark I have. And we might not be able to. And if we can't, I can live with that because y'all's D line is legit. And our O line, from what it showed, is very below average. Very below.
From what I've seen in those offensive play calls Sark has in big games, he's over there with a blank play sheet, got a dry erase marker in his hand, drawing up backyard football plays to see if something will shake.
What was the score?
And I promise you,
What was the
Brent
score last year?
Venables,
What was the score last year?
Brent Venables is going to have something
What
for
was
that
the
offense.
score? What was the
Please
score?
get cute. Please get cute because Brent Venables and that defense has got something for Steve Sarkisian in that weak
I'm so tired of hearing
ass
about this
offense.
shit. Y'all had yet to play anybody, and what pisses me off is I thought we was gonna have the offense to be able to really be on here popping my shit, and I can't. I really can't. I can't.
Y'all ain't lived up to the
I would be
hype.
a fool to
Texas
sit here and
isn't
say
back.
I would be a fool. What?
Texas isn't back.
Why do you say that?
Texas isn't back.
I'm pretty sure we
They're
damn near have more wins than y'all had 2
Texas
seasons.
isn't back.
We damn near have more wins than y'all last year than y'all had in 2 seasons. Come on,
You
dog.
forget a few years
For
ago
real.
we were in the same position going
Be
to
for
college
real.
football playoff
Be for
with
real.
2 years in a row
Be for
and
real.
losing
Be
out.
for
Well,
real.
guess what?
Be
Y'all
for
did the
real.
same thing,
Be
lost
for real.
out. Oh no, it's falling apart.
Be for real. Be for real, bro.
What is Sark in big games? What's his record in big games against top 10
We
opponents?
lose them. We lose them. We lose them.
About 2-8. About 2-8.
We haven't got over that hurdle yet.
Fact check
Here.
me on that.
We have
Fact
not
check me
got
on that.
we have not
He's
got over
about
that hurdle
2-8
yet.
in big games.
We haven't got over that hurdle yet. But when's the last time y'all played in a big game?
What are you talking about? Michigan was a big game. Auburn was a big game. You talking about we haven't played nobody? Those are
Man, when was the
powerhouse.
last
Those are
time
blue
y'all played
bloods.
in a big game?
Let me
What are you talking about?
Hold on.
let me jump in on the Texas side here, B-Will, because we've had a lot of OU arguments over the year. You know, OU played Auburn, which is not a very good team. Their defense
Good
had
loss.
10 sacks, and
Good
OU
loss.
was down in the fourth quarter, needed Mateer to go on that drive.
And what do you do with a broken thumb? Tell the people what he did with a broken thumb.
He had a great drive. He's a dog for sure. But also when you have a
11 of
game
11.
where you have 10 sacks, it should be a blowout, especially Auburn, you know, at home playing them. I just want to know, is OU's offense overrated at all? Is Mateer overrated at all? Because how is that a one-score game? You're needing a touchdown late against Auburn after your defense plays like that.
My honest answer to the offense being overrated, I wouldn't say Mateer is overrated, and I wouldn't say Arbuckle is overrated, but I will say what is not the best part of our offense is that offensive line and not being able to run inside zone.
That is true.
Not being able to run inside
me
zone,
ask
not
you
having
this.
a north-south run game. Because our run game against Michigan, we saw it switch up, and we run a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of quarterback powers, a lot of plus one blockers in the run schemes, which is great and all if it works. But against formidable teams like we're about to face after Texas, we have a lengthy schedule facing ranked teams. Not Texas though, because Texas couldn't come through and be ranked. So that's That's usual. That's usual. They always
Hey,
fall
bro,
off at some point.
Guess what? You still got to line it up on Saturday, bro.
Well, we're lining up. In
You
between
still
them
got to
lines
line
gonna
it
get
up.
real scary.
You still got to see these boys, whether you
You're
want
gonna
to
get
or
real
not.
scary, and guess what you're gonna be hearing? Guess what you're gonna be hearing?
That weak ass shit.
Sound
Come on,
them. You're gonna see the schooner running across the field about 4 or 5 times in the first half.
come on, fool. Be fucking for real. Be fucking for real with yourself.
Dun, dun, dun,
Hey, so hang on. Let me ask you a question. Let me
dun,
ask you a
dun,
question.
dun, 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 dun.
How many points are you anticipating y'all putting up?
Ooh, that's a good
I
question.
told you my prediction was 24-17 because y'all aren't scoring what you think you're going to score against Oklahoma.
I didn't even tell you how many we were gonna score. Shit.
You didn't give me your game predictions, but
I
24-17 is my prediction. We're going to put up at least 24. Same score to the Michigan game, 24-17. And honestly, one of those touchdowns is going to be a pick. Might go for 6, might be a strip sack. Defense is going to get on board. The defense is scary, ranked 1 and 2 in the entire country. The only one that we're kind of out on is, I forget what the stat is, but we're like 6th, still in the top 10. I mean, come on.
How many
Bro.
offenses have y'all played?
How many offenses have we played?
Yes.
We played Michigan and we played Auburn. Because that's what you're wanting to hear. That's what you wanted to hear. Oh, they're not great offenses, but
were y'all supposed to win that Auburn game?
yes,
Honest truth.
yes, we were supposed to win that game.
I'll tell you
Regardless
right
of
now,
how it went, we were
if they
supposed to win
had
that
if they
game.
had anybody else at quarterback that was worth the fuck, y'all would have an L.
You think
Anybody
so?
was worth the fuck.
You think so?
For motherfucker, Cam Coleman was grilling y'all all day. Barbecue chicken.
Is a win a win? Because this is what you like to say to me. Did we win the game? Did we win the game?
Y'all won the game.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, because that would be your exact response to me.
And y'all won the game.
We won the game.
And
Guess what?
And it's lining up perfectly, baby. I said I
Guess
want y'all
what?
undefeated coming to the
5-0.
Red River.
I
wanted you to exude confidence.
I told you.
I wanted confidence to be coming bleeding through your
I
pores.
told you preseason.
I wanted
when you
this
were doing all that spitboxing.
come
All that
Saturday,
spitboxing you were doing. Because guess what? All that
come
spitboxing you were
Saturday,
doing preseason, I told you we're going to be 5-0 going into Texas Red River Showdown.
come Saturday.
And guess what? Texas could not come through and be undefeated.
Come Saturday, all this spitboxing you doing right now, it's gonna be a whole lot of this.
Oh, is it?
Well, it
You
doesn't
think so?
matter. It doesn't matter.
What advantage? What advantage do y'all have on the offensive side of the
Please
ball?
don't let John Mateer not play. Oh my gosh, we're not gonna hear the end of it. Because I'm telling you right now, Michael Hawkins is not y'all's answer. I'm telling you right now. I went back and watched the tape. I went back and watched the tape. He's not that guy, pal. He's not.
Let me ask you this. What is the weakest link on that defense for Texas?
Your corners. Texas's defense.
Yeah, I know Oklahoma's. Come on now, I know Oklahoma's.
There ain't a lot.
Right now. I mean,
I wouldn't
of
even
this
necessarily
Based
say weakest. I would more meaning like depth. Where are you weak at in depth?
I want to say nowhere, but after this week, I would say D-line. I would say D-line. I truly believe we just didn't come out and play. We were just flat. I really
agree
think
with
either that or Florida has a pretty damn good offensive line, which I've heard from multiple sources their offensive line is not bad.
Who?
But we got
Florida.
manhandled. I think we didn't come ready to play. And
Oh yeah, no. Florida's just had a gauntlet of a schedule.
and I agree. I think they just had
a gauntlet of a schedule. They should have won a lot more games, and they were in a lot of games as well. But
yeah, one score.
regardless, that showing that y'all put on was just not what we expected. Not what anybody expected.
The beauty of it is shit. It can only get better, baby.
Yeah,
It
bounce
always
back
gets
week, but
better.
you're playing a formidable opponent this week, baby. You know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
You know
I
what
think
it is, and it's a toss up. You better not come in that boy. You better not come in that bowl
y'all
defeated.
don't scare me.
Don't come in that bowl
Don't
defeated.
scare me. I don't like nobody. I don't think they're tripping in Austin. Like I really don't. I don't. I really
we
feel like
are going to recap this after this weekend.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about college football is all these narratives don't mean a thing whenever they line up this week in the Cotton Bowl.
yeah, we're gonna line it up. We're gonna line it up, and I'm so excited.
I can't wait.
I've been waiting.
can't
I've been
wait.
waiting for this one.
can't wait
I've
either.
had this one perfect. It lined up perfect. They're undefeated.
Cannot wait.
They're riding high.
You know, we might have to we might have to have y'all back after the game just to see those final thoughts of.
Nah, yeah, I'm gonna be real. You ain't gonna want me on this month. You ain't gonna want me on this bitch if we win. I'm telling you right now. You ain't gonna want me on this bitch if we win. I promise. I told
Wait,
my
are you gonna hop on if you lose though?
Huh?
You gonna hop on if you lose too?
Hey, I'm a man.
Take it to the
I'm a
chin.
man. I lose.
I
Shit.
cut off
Hell
again.
You gonna take it in the chin?
They cut
Yeah,
off
for
again.
All right. Well, we got your score predictions in there.
Yeah, I
that
got 'em
was
written
great
down.
banter.
Yeah.
We absolutely love that. We appreciate y'all for coming on and sharing that.
That's so cute.
We'll let you know about next week if y'all want to join back up or not. But
I'll join back up. I'll join back up next week to get my follow up, my recap on the game.
I like that.
But
Appreciate y'all, boys.
yeah, appreciate
Yeah,
y'all.
let me go. Hey,
Appreciate
y'all make sure to buy this cat a hat or a shirt because he loves our sign so much.
We got a hat on this, don't we? We put a hat on.
All right, time for the cards. That was something. Do you wanna do your cards?
Yeah,
your
I
card
can.
first?
I can do mine. I'll go ahead and say the full records. I'm 44-47 on the year. 1-4 on my lock. I went 10-12 last week. 0-1 on lock. Coop is 24-38 on the year. He is 0-5 on his locks, and he went 6-9, 0-1 last week. If anyone's following along, if this man doesn't hit a lock this year, he's gonna shave his head. So do with that as you will. But my week 7 card is going to be Pitt plus 10.5 at Florida State. They made a quarterback change from Eli Holston to one of their backups, and he looked phenomenal last week. I think that's a good spot for Pitt. I'm going to be taking the over in Alabama, Missouri, the Ohio State spread. I'm taking UCLA plus 8.5 at Michigan State. The line opened up at like 13.5, and now it's down to 8.5. I think it's probably going to be down to 7.5, 6.5 before kick. So I love UCLA there. Michigan State fucking sucks. I'm taking the Ole Miss Washington State over 58.5. I'm going to be taking the OU Texas over. I got Penn State minus 21.5 versus Northwestern. I think this is a great get right spot for Penn State. I'm going to be taking Georgia Tech minus 14.5 versus Virginia Tech. I'm going to be taking the Indiana spread at Oregon. I'm taking NC State plus 22.5 at Notre Dame. I'm taking the Iowa State Colorado over 52.5. Colorado has been on my ban list, but since their defense is so disastrous and so putrid and vile, I'm going to be taking the over in that one. I'm taking Nebraska, Maryland over 48.5. I think those are two really good quarterbacks. I'm taking UNLV spread minus 6.5 versus Air Force. I'm taking Arkansas, Tennessee over 68.5. I got Florida plus 7.5 at Texas A&M. I got Boston College plus 14.5 versus Clemson. I got Georgia minus 3.5 at Auburn. Minnesota minus 8.5 versus Purdue. South Carolina plus 9.5 at LSU. I got New Mexico plus 16.5 at Boise State. I have Arizona State, Utah under 48.5. And my lock of the week is going to be Michigan money line at USC. I'm very confident in that. That's going to be my lock of the week.
You know, next time, let me go first because my God, was that the entire scoreboard of week 7?
Yeah, Bob.
Let's hear the FCS card now.
Yeah, are you taking North Dakota State versus?
I'm a fucking betting man, Bob. I love college football.
Book
That's what I
work.
do.
Respect it, but
Bookwork.
I actually took some picks off coming into this week. I had to take a couple picks off so it wasn't too long.
I almost finished a chapter of my book. Gosh.
Hey.
And you see how I want everybody to know he talking all this shit on Colorado. Meanwhile, I'm taking Michigan money line. So
Colorado's on my ban list. Fuck Colorado. They've lost me so much money over the years. I cannot stand that fucking disastrous program, Bob.
Like I said, if Michigan loses this, they're going on my ban list. I've lost money on Michigan as well.
Well, that's my lock, so we'll see.
Okay. My card. I'm doing. I got Alabama money line, I got Alabama -2.5 versus Missouri. I think Bama's on a roll, and Missouri really hasn't played anybody. Like the last time, who was the last SEC? They played South Carolina, and that was it. They played UMass and like New Hampshire or somebody like that. So I got Alabama 2.5 covering. I got Michigan money line because I'm a rider. No need to get in that. I got Houston OSU over 46.5. Houston got throttled last week, but Oklahoma State's just dog shit, and I can see Houston putting up, 30-something.
Oh, timeout with Houston. You guys didn't see the text as we were recording, but our dad, old head Coach Stoggs, lock of the week. He said the Houston Cougars at +14.5 over the OSU Cowboys.
There you go.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Houston.
Add it to my card.
Yeah. Add that to my card as well. So I'm going Houston OSU over 46.5 plus Houston 14.5. I got Maryland +6.5 versus Nebraska. I'm really high on this Maryland team. I really like the quarterback Washington, and this is Nebraska's first true road test. They played Cincinnati at Arrowhead, but that whole place was filled with Nebraska fans. So got Maryland, and they should have beat Washington. Live bet energy, flip that game. They're going to get one back. I got UNLV -6.5 versus Air Force. UNLV is rolling through people, and Air Force has given up 44 points in the last 4 games. So you could probably take the over as well, but I think UNLV is going to beat the piss out of them. I got Florida +14.5 at Texas A&M. I think Lagway's starting to heat up. And you mentioned while we were watching the game, Lagway was hurt the entire offseason and summer. I mean, he had a boot on. So I think stuff's starting to click. Got a big win at versus Texas. I don't think Texas A&M's all that special. I think they're scary, but I mean, the only thing that helps them in this game is probably the 12th man. But I think Florida can keep it close. I got Arizona money line at BYU. I just hate BYU. I hate that their quarterback wears number 47. It pisses me off. They should have lost to Colorado, and so I'm probably fading every bet that every game that BYU plays. I'm probably taking the opposite. So I think no, and then I got Hawaii money line versus Utah State. I don't know why Hawaii is a underdog in this game. It's at Hawaii. Who's their coach again? Tommy Chang.
Tommy Chang.
Yeah, I like him, and I like the Rainbow Warriors. And my lock that is gonna hit this week. The entire state of Oklahoma is gonna be rooting for me because my lock is OU money line. This is the week that it finally hits. I'm gonna go 1-5.
I think you're gonna hit.
Thank you.
If not, what did the Lujan brothers say? I have to start calling it Fade Coop Friday.
Coop Friday.
Yeah, that makes me want to add Texas
Go
spread
add
to
it,
my
add it.
card.
Nah, come on now.
Add it.
Ride with the Oklahoma boys.
He's winning me money. I took
Add it.
Florida spread last
Add it.
week after he took Texas, and I
Okay,
won money.
and
It was so easy.
I should just, you're losing me money telling me to live bet Penn State and shit.
When we're talking about live bets, I'm damn near over 50% on the year, bub.
I don't know about that.
I won't add Texas spread.
But you're gonna
Yeah.
be cheering for Texas. We already know.
I'm not going to be cheering for Texas. No, I'm taking the over in that game. But like you are 0-5 in locks. Your one lock last week was Texas -7.5. The game wasn't even close. They got boat raced. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's my lock. OU money line. It's gonna be hitting, and we'll put our cards out Friday night, Saturday morning, so y'all can get a look at that. We also might be sending some our little jits down to OU Texas. Might have some interviews down there. See what the vibes are like.
Miami's got a easy task.
Okay.
This is the first time we haven't talked about them in a while.
Yeah.
Thank God I have them.
Who, Miami?
Yeah. Thank God I have the Canes.
They are legit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. They just got to keep taking care of business.
Brick by brick.
It's gonna be nice to go down and see him play in Dallas if we're still doing that.
I'd be down. It's his birthday weekend.
You can't. I'm not doing it though. If you're wearing your SMU sweater,
I didn't
or whatever
say
the fuck
I
it
would.
is.
I didn't. I just wanted you to know that I had SMU gear. I'm gonna go.
Why would you
neutral.
want me to know that?
I don't know, just to troll with you, just to have fun.
Because you're gonna bring it.
No.
You're gonna bring
You
it.
can
you're
check
gonna
my
wear it.
bags when we pack. All right, yeah, this is any given weekend. Let's have a weekend.